continue our chapter 10, ellipse with center H and K. We're gonna have either vertical ellipse or horizontal ellipse. Now we're gonna have a different variable here, A, B, and C. So A is the longest one, the biggest number, and C is the smallest number. So if you look at the equation, they are very similar. The only difference is if you have an A with the Y, it means the longest side on the vertical side, you're gonna have a vertical ellipse. And if the A with the X, which means the longest side is on the horizontal, on the x-axis, then you're gonna have horizontal. And both of them should set it equal to 1. Now, the distance from the vertex to the center to the vertex, this is the vertex, you have two vertex, and the center is HK, it's gonna be A. A can be horizontal or A can be vertical. Now the distance from center to the shortest side is gonna be B, or it's called endpoint of minor axis. So this is going to be endpoint of minor axis. So we have one over here too. And the distance from the center to the foci or foci is going to be C. And the foci is going to be on the longest side, either the vertical or the horizontal. So let's look at our formula here. So the vertex is the center is HK. So for the vertical, the vertex will be up here or down here. So the x coordinates is the same. The x coordinate is the same, which is H. However, the y coordinate either go up or go down, A units. So you're gonna have K plus or minus A. Alright, now the endpoint minor axis for the vertical is this 2 point here. Again, the y coordinates is the same, so it's K. Now the x coordinate is going to be either plus or minus B, so it's going to be H plus or minus B. Alright, now the foci is always on the A side. So the distance from the center to the foci is C. The x coordinate is going to be the same, which is H. The y coordinate is going to be K plus or minus C, just by understand the picture. Similarly, the horizontal line, A is the longest side with the X. The vertex will be here. So the vertex, the Y, would be the same, which is K, same as the center. The x coordinate will be to the left or to the right or to the left. So it's going to be H plus or minus A. Endpoint of minor would be over here. So the x will be the same. X coordinate will be the same as the center, which is KH. The K is going to be plus or minus B. The foci is again on the longest side. So the y coordinate will be the same from the center, which is K. The x coordinate will be H plus or minus C. Okay. Now let's look at this example. My first example, given this equation, we know is ellipse, because if you write it, you can have x minus 0 quantity square plus y minus 0 quantity square, or over 25 over 9 equal to 1. So that is ellipse. So we have to figure out what is A, B, C, and so on. So A, this is the bigger number than this. So this should be A and this should be B. So A is 5, right? 5 squared is 25. B would be 3, because 3 squared is 9. So C, either one of them is going to be A squared minus B squared. So from here, C square is 25 minus 9, which is 16. So C would be 4. Alright? C would be 4. So as you see, A is with the X, so it's going to be a horizontal ellipse. So if you draw the picture, so center is 0, 0. Let's say minus 5 over here, 5 over here. That's going to be your vertex. Your B is your endpoint of minor axis. So let's see, what would be your B? Your B is 3. Let's go here. So 0, 3, 0, negative 3. That should be your picture. It should be horizontal ellipse. And the foci should be C. So C should be 0, negative 4. No. Negative 4, 0. And 4, 0. Yeah, because it's on the longest side. So this is your foci, 2 of them. Alright, so do I answer everything? That's the vertex. That's the endpoint. That's the vertex, sorry. That's the endpoint. Minor axis, and then the foci. So let's write down. Vertex is going to be plus or minus 5, 0. Endpoint of minor axis is going to be this one, 0 plus or minus 3, and foci would be plus or minus 4, 0. Alright, everyone, let's finish our chapter 10 is the hyperbola center at 0, 0. So we're going to concentrate on hyperbola center at 0, 0. There are 2 cases. The one is open left and right, so it looks something like this. The other one is open up and down. Open up and down. The formula is very similar. To distinguish between the 2 formula is open left and right, x square comes first, since our h and k is 0. To open up and down, the y squares come first. And the a and b always in a come first and then b, and both of them are equal to 1. Now, the asymptote, we have a formula here for the asymptote for both of them. The asymptote is the line here. This is the asymptote. And the c square is equal to a square plus b square. Now, for both of them, the distance from the center to the vertex is a. The distance from the center to the foci or each focus is c. Same thing for the open left and right. Now, let's look at our example. Nicole and Juan, who are 8,000 feet apart, hear thunder. Nicole hear the thunder 3 seconds before Juan does. Find the equation of hyperbola whose points are location where the lightning might has struck. Assume the sound travel at 1100 feet per second. Now, sometimes you read the word problem, you have to read it again and again. They give you a lot of hint. This one is said that find the equation of hyperbola. So it's hyperbola. And we have equation of hyperbola here. They want you to find this and this. Again, center is 0, 0, so we don't have to worry about h and k. We have to figure out a and b. Now, the second one here is up and down. It's probably not the right one because they are should be on earth, so it should be the same level. So it should be the open left and right. So it's going to be open left and right. Now let's look at more information that they give it to you. there are two people. One is Nicole and the other one is Juan, and they are 8,000 feet apart. So we're gonna use this graph. So they are 8,000 feet apart. Nicole here the thunder 3 seconds before Juan's does. So let's say my thunder is here. This is my thunder. Alright, so Nicole here, the thunder 3 seconds before Juan. So Nicole should be here at F1. This the foci here. So Nicole should be here. And Juan should be at F2. Because she get the thunder first. And we don't know exactly the location of the thunder. We just know this is on this curve here. And this is underground. So we can erase it. We don't have this. Right? Now they want the equation. So the equation will be x minus h quantity square over a square minus y minus k quantity square over b square equal to 1. So they are 8,000 feet apart. So from this point to this point between them is 8,000. And halfway, so from the foci to the center, it should be 4,000. Which means the c. This is the c distance. I got my c distance, but the formula needs the a and the b. So the definition of a hyperbola is the distance from the plane or from the curve to the two foci. The difference of the two distance should be the same. So it doesn't matter, we don't know where the thunder is, it's along this curve. The distance, the difference between distance from here to here and here to here should be the same. So I put in the formula here, and the distance is rate times time. The rate of the sound is 1100, and we're talking about 3 seconds. So multiplied by 3 is 3,300. I'm not gonna prove this. This proof is in the book, all right? So the distance d1 minus d2 here is equal to 2a. So I have it 3,300 is equal to 2a. I can solve for my a. My a is 1,650. And again, I have my c, I have my a. I'm gonna use this formula to get my b. And I did, and my b is this big number here. And the formula should be this one. Which is mean that the source of sound should be at the point on this curve. Alright, we finished chapter 10. Have a good day.